Alrighty, the level 100 ranged magical DPS Tuliyollal role quest is given to us by Tepeke. It is called Heroes and Pretenders. We are in Yedlamad in Thavnair. Oh, I can't do those. I mean, I can, but I don't want. Here we go. You'll be pleased to know the Radiant host were most helpful in finding a place fit for a duel. When I saw it, even I began to believe our encounter would be one for the songs. Speaking of which, it seems your name is on the lips of all and sundry. The people already consider you the true savior of Virazahn and believe you will bring Virazahn the deceitful to justice. We apologize for putting so much weight on your shoulders, but something tells me you're used to it. The final showdown shall take place in the mountain pass leading to Khadga, where great crystals will stand as witnesses to its conclusion, suitably romantic and suitably isolated. The Radiant host have spread word throughout Thavnair that a hero has arisen to challenge Virazahn, and his pride will force him to answer. The entrance to the pass is at the Giant Skull Grounds. Let's head there at once to await his arrival. I bet fist in palm, probably determined face, can't see it. We look at her, okay? We don't look at me. I'm in enough videos and whatever. We look at the person we're talking to. They are the interesting ones, not me. Peeky bookers, pooky pickers, peeky bookers. So we fly very, very, very north, one could say, to just about the northernmost part of Thavnair. Over the river and through the woods. And a little bit west. There is a kind of temple-ish area called the Giant Skull Grounds. Painted rock, kind of like a temple that is carved into a mountain of painted rock. Although it's painted very purple in a lot of areas, so it's probably actually literally painted, not the no, that's not the right word. Not geographical. Geological phenomenon of painted rock. It's not that. Yeah, so I have to be 100. Let's do Black Mage. So Black Mage will finish this up for us. Tepeke is here. Sramol here has opened the way towards Khadga. I'm certain Virazahn will arrive before long, and then we'll wipe that arrogant grin off his face. But first we should check our gear and grit our loins for battle. Are you ready, Mercy? Level 100, item level sync 680, which I'm 744, so yeah, should be easy. Not that I was suspecting it to be difficult without as much gear as I've gathered over the time. Cutscene. We are in a grassy kind of field. There are large boulders around us. And Tepeke says, there he is. There's also some like palm-looking trees. He comes walking up, still no helmet, but still the green armor. And it does look like a crossbow. It really is, on his back, I think. Through the cragged peaks of Khadga, desolate winds blow over the field of battle. Oh, what a fitting location you have chosen for the conclusion of this legendary rivalry. He looks at some giant purple crystals that are like giant. Like the size of a small mountain giant. I was right not to face you before, in environs unsuited to a struggle between titans. Now my patience has been rewarded and my heart races in anticipation. He smiles. I was going to say Vikebi. Tepeke, Vikebi is a different awesome Makot lady. I knew you would answer our challenge. You would never be able to stomach the people calling you craven. He kind of just shrugs, arms wide. Such boldness in the face of impending doom. Have you not realized by now that so long as I wield the perch of the apex, I am invincible? We'll soon put that to the test. You rely too much upon stolen power. It deludes you. You claim to be a savior to the people, but they have seen through your lies. Even your own father can scarcely bear to look at you. You're nothing but a small, small man hiding within the hollow facade of a hero, and today we tear that facade down. She does a fist in palm while she's speaking. Will you now? You may have the medal, but have you puissance? I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Have you puissance to claim the mantle of hero? My mantle. Cameron points at us and at him, frowns, looks at the owl totem, puts it away. Oh. Unbound. Virazahn the Deceiver. He does a couple like Power Ranger moves. Okay, it is a bow. There are no crossbows in this game, apparently. Although there are probably monsters that have crossbows, and I'm just not thinking of them off the top of my head. But the time for words is past. Follow my lead. I nod to her. Yeah, he draws his bow. First time I've seen him do that. Round 1. Fight! For Black Mage, I like to start with a swift cast of Blizzard 3. Today we will learn who the true hero is. He gets in the middle, starts doing Perch of the Apex, which I had a feeling would just make boulders fall. So a bunch of yellow circles to avoid. Again and again and again. Nothing you haven't seen before if you've ever played this game. Annoying. Was there a stacking? Oh shit, there was a stacking mechanic I didn't see. My bad. Sorry Tepeke. I heard it, but I didn't see it amidst all the falling mother effers. My bad on that one. I'm gonna stand closer to you so I see it next time. Maybe. Hopefully. Uh-oh. He summoned a bunch of creatures. My cast didn't go off. I got you this time. All that's left is an Ochu looking dude. Why are you running? Well, fine. I mean, I'm fine. You need some healing, it looks like. You defeated them already, but of course, who would wish this duel to end so quickly? He's at about 75%. Maybe a little lower, 70, 65, something like that. Tepeke is at 50, but she heals herself so far as needed. He's knocked back by something Tepeke does. What? My armor! My armor! %. A get out of the middle mechanic. Run away. It was a big boulder in the middle. It's all rock based. And then a bunch of circles that indicate they will be traveling across the field. No worries. He's getting lower now. He's getting low quickly now, too. He summons some more butt heads to assist him. Plant guys. I'm with you. I'm already stacked on you. think that one's gonna die before I get my cast off. Gosh dang it. Oh shit. Interesting. I hate Black Mage AoE. I just hate it. I should be... Nope. Shit. I stood in bad. I deserve to die. I'm just gonna spam freeze. I really hate it so much. The only like the fire AoE is so slow. It's so annoying. I hate casting it. He was at like 10 or 15%. Perhaps we should consider this a draw. We both suffer grievous wounds. You lost, Virazahn. Now lay down your weapon. She starts to glow with a power. Does a couple of slashes. He gets knocked back. He's got chocobos dancing around his head because he's stunned. I'm utterly defenseless. This rotten piece of wood was supposed to make me invincible. It flies from him, hovers in front of her. I can't move. The artifact. We have to kill the Perch of the Apex now before it rains down badness, I would guess, upon everybody. The Apex's power grows. Ruh-roh. It stunned him. God damn it, come on. It can't end like this. It won't let it end like this. It won't let it. He's not doing anything, but he won't let it, you know? I might finish the fire rotation one more time before it is dead, but I don't know. Probably not, actually. The Kebi's doing her awesome attacks too, so probably not. And the Perch of the Apex is defeated along with Virazahn, who is in his like black kind of spandexy small clothes, I guess? Like a black one piece? One suit. Cutscene. He's on his back, defeated. Passed out. Yeah, it's like he's got black skin tight tank top and swim trunks kind of thing. Or under armor kind of thing. He's out cold. Now to take back the treasure. Didn't we just, like, destroy it? What? This can't happen. A hero never falls, he says, standing up. Points at Tepeke. I must retreat. Yes, a tactical retreat. A noble retreat. So that the Justicar may live to save another day. He goes running. She reaches for him. The cutscene follows him running. Huh? He looks up. A very large boulder falls and hits him on the head. He kind of dances around, confused, stunned. Chocobo's up dancing around his head again. Falls to his back, eyes rolling around in his head in circles. Tepeke is panicked at that for an instant, or for a moment, and then looks around to find the owl totem nearby, still glowing with that yellowish power. But the power dissipates. Okay then. She's kind of like wide-eyed right now. I suppose the Apex wasn't finished yet. And it seems that Virazahn, in his cowardly haste, neglected to look skyward. Was it an unfortunate accident? Camera zooms in on the owl totem again, motionless, powerless for now. She gives a sigh. Or fate delivering his just deserts. We see his eyes still open, mouth still open, eyes rolling around in circles in his head. Like, Iris is forming circles. Now, transition cutscene. He's on his hands and knees, stands up. A couple of the guards, what are they called? The Radiant, escort him away. Both Aura males. One red hair, one purple hair. Very awesomely armored. He claimed to be Virazahn savior, yet he sowed only discontent among its people. Perhaps some days in a sunless jail will give him the time to reflect upon the error of his ways. She takes out the owl totem. And now I've finally recovered the perch of the apex. Thank you for coming with it this far with me, Mercy. She smiles. Big smile, eyes closed for a second. Yee. Camera pans up to the sun and a blue sky. Partially behind a cloud, but not really. And now it's raining. Come on. No, it's fine. The battle was hard fought, but we made it through. Virazahn is the responsibility of the Radiant host now. And now that I've done what I pledged to do, I must return home and bring the good tidings to my mother and father. Yet before doing so, there are many others I must thank. In the meantime, can I count on you to meet my family at Tuliyollal for one final farewell? My parents will surely be glad to see you again. Of course. Return to Tuliyollal. You know what's funny? I don't know if they did this on purpose, but this is I wouldn't say that the Black Mage bars are, I mean this is how I do it. I don't know if you would call it cluttered. Pictomancer is far less cluttered. One button does, when you reach like 90, maybe it's just 90, but it could be a little bit higher than that. You have 4 different living muses and 2 different Mog of the Ages usages. Steel Muse is always the same hammer thing, and that's always the same. But like, this button rotates through all of your single target attacks. This button rotates through all of your multiple target attacks. This button is single target when you're under the subtractive palette buff. This button is multiple target when you're under the subtractive palette buff. Both of these, this is the one that's mostly active, and then you get Comet when you do subtractive palette, and then Rainbow Drip is only used once during a Scenic Muse rotation, so once every 2 minutes. Like, far fewer buttons. Whereas like, this is single target to transition between aspects, aspects is probably the right word, I guess. Single target, fire, blah blah. This is multiple target version of this button. No, sorry. This is multiple target version of this button. This is single target version of this multiple target button. These aren't you. Well, this once you hit 100 or some, yeah, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. Cluttered. I don't think the red mage bar is very cluttered. Yeah. You do like boom boom. You go back and forth with these 3 for single target. You go back and forth for these 3 for multiple target. You have a couple just off global cooldown or off global. Use them when they come up kind of cooldowns. These proc and then take the place of this. And then you have your single target rotation for the melee version when you have your black and white mana bars. Multiple target version of that. This is a wait. Oh, this is just a way to burn. I almost never use it. I really should. This is just a way to burn when you don't need to either dash in or vault out. And then your cure, which you almost never use. Anyway. The Red Mage was my first Red Mage was my primary job once I could actually get my hands on it. I think it starts at 50, something like that. Anyway, here's Suhei with Netsei, and I'm sure this will be a cutscene, and Tepeke will come too. But Suhei to turn in the quest. I didn't expect to see you in Tuliyollal again so soon. Is Tepeke well? I explain what's going on, and we get a cutscene. She really did it, and the man who stole our sacred treasure will answer for his deeds. We see Tepeke. Father, Mother, it's good to see you. She comes running up the stairs to the eatery. I'm sure Mercy's already told you what happened. I couldn't have retrieved our treasure without her. So we've heard, yet Mercy also told us your wits and bravery were essential to your success. On behalf of our whole village, I thank you for guiding Tepeke in her quest, Mercy. I give a smile and a nod. Now the perch of the apex must be returned and put under careful guard once again. The story of the Tuliyollal demise proves that we are not meant to wield its power as our own. I'm sorry, Father, but I disagree. Once I return to the village, I want to tell everyone what happened in Thavner. They need to know what the treasure is capable of, or else we risk forgetting once again. Her parents are both a tiny bit shocked. I won't deny that the Apex's power is dangerous. I saw with my own eyes what happens when it's wielded with abandon. Yet during the course of our search, I also saw potential. If we fully understood how it worked, we could use it without risk to ourselves or other people. We could turn something we once feared to our advantage, instead of letting it become obscured in legend. Her father thinks about this. I can see the reason in that. We must be ever ready for danger, even in times of peace. Should our safety be threatened, the treasure may grant us a means to protect ourselves. But can we be trusted to use it responsibly? Great power breeds great desire. Someone with the same ambitions as Virazahn may rise again, perhaps from among our own. I dare say that once I've regaled them with the rise and fall of the Justicar, they'll think twice before following in his misguided footsteps. As our forebears relied on the legend of the Tuliyollal fate to forbid the treasure's use, we can rely on the story of Virazahn's fate to urge caution. And this time we have someone who lived through it to tell the tale. Of course, if I'm going to be guiding people in safe use of a potentially dangerous treasure, I see no choice but to inherit my father's position as its guardian. Some may raise their eyebrows at the prospect of loose-lipped Tepeke serving as the perch of the Apex's protector, but I've grown from my mistakes. And who better to tell the tale of Virazahn's and Tepeke's failures? She smiles. I smile with her. Her father uncrosses his arms and smiles as well. Your only mistake was in trusting Virazahn, the same as I and many others. But unlike him, you have the willpower to overcome your own failings. Over the course of your long and arduous journey, you gained a wealth of experiences, and your efforts have finally been rewarded. You took responsibility for your actions, and by so doing proved your conviction to our people. They shall listen to this proposition with open minds, I am certain. Now we must say farewell, as much as it pains me to do so. I owe you a debt I could never hope to repay. Once I return to the village, I'll do my utmost to protect the treasure we worked so hard to retrieve. Until next we meet, may fortune smile upon you. I nod. She leaves. Her dad waves and follows. Her mom gives a tiny little bow with hand to chest. Follows as well. You would think they could all just like wave and bow and such at the same time and leave together as a family, but whatever. The camera pans up. It's like the ceiling and then the roof and then to the night sky where we can still see the colorful thatched roof. Heroes and Pretenders is complete. 1000 gil. Level 11 materia, which is actually not useful, but it sells well. It's not useful to me, but we get 2 each of crit, determination, and direct hit rate, all of them plus 18. I don't min-max that much. Like, I'm not... Like, these are the materia that at the highest levels you can meld your gear to higher materia enhancement than just like the 2 that you can normally attach. I've never messed with it. I can't personally do it because I don't have a crafter at 100. I think I'd have to try to go to a melder. And like I said, you can't meld additional materia to blah blah blah, so I don't have anything melded to this. Interesting. Why not? Oh. No, wait. As long as it's not, like, level 12 materia, then I can remove it anytime I want to. Yeah, I'm not 100 in a Disciple of the Hand. Anyway, they're gone. I have no one to wave with, so once again, we'll wave with Ral. She's kind of the orchestrator of most of this. So Ral and Mahoon and myself, we thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time. I don't know what I'm going to record. I have to get more... I am going to look in... Would it be... Shoot. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to think, but it's not working. It's not working well. Charlian, old Charlian might have some. It's either that or Rods at Han itself. Because they're both like the level 90 cap. But I can record those. I want to do the Juno stuff, which I have the first one. And I've started the quests for them, and I have those well, whatever quest started, I have those recorded. But I haven't actually done any Juno yet. But that should be a fun quest line to eventually continue. There's a bunch of plus quests in Mare Lamentorum, but I don't know if I care. Oh yeah, Hildebrand's storyline continues in Ishgard. That's probably the easiest to do. I mean, I know exactly where it is and whatever. So yeah, we thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll come back to these specific role quests when my guys get to 90. But until then, bye-bye for now.